Hi, I have this from Spirit Team for you. This is a energy reading. Spirit Team is bringing up someone who had a storm or some type of emergency where they had to vacate their home. They vacated their home. It was under duress. They did receive compensation for this through an insurance situation. However, they had to move back in with a mother figure of some sort. After the move, they were somewhat sort of forced to stay there for a while. And the mother figure said, hey, it is best you stay here for a while. Every time they planned to go like on vacation or either do something in which they had to separate for at least 5 days or more away from this mother figure, something would happen where they'd have to cancel. Something would happen where something would come up and they would be forced to just stay in the home. The only time they got away is maybe, I would say like a weekend away at a hotel or a weekend away somewhere, a quick getaway, not a long-term getaway. This was by design by this mother figure to keep control over a situation. Something where you were being fed food, something where you would have to wear clothing, or something where this mother figure either did the laundry or this mother figure fed you. I am getting this. You got dreams. The dreams would say certain things and you write down these messages, but within these messages, there's a perception type of situation going on where it's like you would get the right side. You would get, I see you. You would get getaway. You also would get a number 405 for some reason. Now, as time went on, you had a situation where you didn't say anything about going away. It was going to your grandmother's home. I'm getting that it was 4.5 hours away. I'm also getting that it was the right side, but you ended up finding out it's the right side of the family. ICU ended up being the ICU, such as in a hospital ICU unit. Getaway was the message to get away. After this travel, or during the travel, let me say it that way, an accident occurred in which you had to be hospitalized. You were in the ICU unit. I'm getting something like someone had to get their jaws reset or something about a jaw being rewired. During this time you were away, it was in the area where your grandmother was from or where her home is located. Now, you had a prior hospital visit and there was on record an emergency contact. I'm getting your grandmother's good friend. She arrived at the hospital that was in this local area. And she says, I've been trying to get in touch with you. She says, I've been leaving messages with your mother. She's saying that I've been sending mail. It's about the home. She says that I have copies of papers that you need to have. She says, you didn't receive these messages? And I guess you communicated through tablet or you communicated through whatever type of system you communicated to, because remember, your jaws were shut, wired shut rather. Spirit team is saying this, that you thought that your great uncle received the home. No, the home was to be given to you. Your great uncle was the caregiver of the home, keeping this 2-family home. I got 2-family as in a 2-family home, or 2-family meaning that it could be 2 homes on a property owned by your grandmother that you're supposed to have. So all of this started to make sense to you. It was the messages about perception. It's about multiple meanings within a message. You got the dreams, you got the messages, but you were seeing it one way, but now it made sense that it was another way, is what Spirit Team is saying here. Also, within this folder, this paperwork that was given to you by this very dear friend of your grandmother's for several years, I'm getting 50 plus years, was a Saint Michael pendant in there. And it was also a message written to you. Spirit Team is not saying to me what this message was written, but however, you have a home. Now you are not returning to that home with your mother because you now get that you were tied up. You will be moving to your own home. This home is several hours away from where you were before. I'm getting that you're going to send for your things. And for some things, you're not even going to rewear or even just keep them at all. Sometimes the message here is sometimes within a storm, within an accident, within some things that happen to you that are tragic, out of tragedy sometimes come blessings. Spirit Team is giving me the image of a dove, and there's the number 1212 around this situation as well. Spirit Team says this is someone's story. It's extremely recent, but this property is for you and your children. Spirit Team is also saying that you're going to find out that there is some sort of money and jewelry that you're supposed to have. This was blocked by that mother figure or your mother, and now you have it. Yes, you are hurting physically. Yes, your jaws are wired. Yes, you're, getting things through an IV and all this is happening. But that had to happen for you to get what is due to you, what is rightfully yours. And this emergency contact friend of your grandmother's that was on record, I'm getting that when you stayed with your grandmother some time ago, you went with her to the hospital. I'm getting maybe it's for some type of illness. You could have, been nauseated, or it could have been some type of some stomach flu or something, or some type of flu. But though this nurse that was there took that step to call this person, and now that opened up a whole door for you, a door for you of things that belong to you and that you were supposed to have. I'm seeing that this has been held for over a year from you or more. This is what I have from Spirit Team for you. Good luck and look forward.